have got a number that's going to blow your socks off this morning. Is it afternoon? Technically, it's afternoon for me. Are you ready for it? All right, here it is. 80% of people trust a person over a brand. And that comes from Nielsen. I don't know if you know anything about Nielsen, but they do all sorts of surveys all the time. Like they are the big powerhouse in terms of surveys. So 80% of people are going to trust a person over a brand. Okay, now let's stop and just think about that and how that relates to what we are talking about today. Today, we are talking about how do you use your personal profile for your business. If more people are trusting people over brands, this is a missing piece of your whole strategy that you may be not paying enough attention to, and you might need to make a shift. And so the whole objective for this video today is to help you decide whether or not you want to make this change, whether or not you want to make this shift. And I'm going to say this in advance because this topic always gets a little not controversial. That's not the right word. But everybody's got different perspectives, and there's so many rumors out there, and it's like things that used to be true and things that people believe, and people are just held onto it and locked onto it. And so we're gonna talk about all of that. We're gonna blow it up, and I'm gonna give you the facts so that you can decide what makes the most sense for you. But here's what I'm gonna say: when you make this shift, you're gonna get more reach and more engagement. And when you get more reach and more engagement, you meet more people. You connect with more people, you're going to sell more. It doesn't get much simpler than that. So by missing out on this, you're cutting out a piece of that formula. And I don't want you to miss out on that. Okay? I don't want you to miss out on it. So I want to know from all of you, hold on here. Do you see, in general, do you see more reach, more engagement? Okay, so, and for those of you that are new, what do I mean by this? Reach means more people see it. Engagement means more people comment. Just in general, I'm not even talking about content, but in general, do you see more reach and engagement on your personal profile than you do on your business page? Let's get some yeses and nos in the comments. I want to know what you're currently experiencing. Don't worry about content. I know what you're saying, but different content. I know. I'm just trying to say in general for now, do you see more reach on your personal profile? Okay, let me pull up comments here. See who's all joining. Oh, I love seeing all your faces. Hi everybody. So fun. Okay, so yes, you do. Of course you do. Okay. Well, there's a reason for that. Okay. So what I want to talk about today, what I want to help you understand is how do you leverage the power of a personal profile and aim it towards your business? That's what we're talking about. Okay. All right. Another question for you. Okay. This is currently right now, what is your current mix? So when you look at your personal profile, what is the mix? Is it 90-10? 60-40, 50-50, 100-0, personal to business, personal first, then business. How much personal and how much business content are you posting on your personal profile? I want to get a glimpse, and I want to see what we're working on. I'm gonna give you a minute to type. I'm seeing I just saw Carol's note. Business page is a ghost town. I'm gonna borrow that. That is the best description. It is the ghost town. It is a business page. I like to think of it as a dial. That business page dial is turned down to less than 1%. That means fewer than 1% of your followers on your business page are going to see your content. Whew. Ouch. That hurts, right? That hurts. But here, I want to talk about it. So yes, Facebook has dialed that down. That's a Facebook decision. We've talked about this a couple of different times. Yes, I know you can all sit here and tell me that Facebook wants to make more money on ads. You're probably right. But there's more to the story. And the more to the story is that we as users drive the behavior that Facebook codes into that algorithm. We don't want to see all of that in our feeds. And so therefore, Facebook turns the dial down. So you got a little bit of both going on. Okay, so let's see what kind of percent. 90-10, 50-50, 90-10. So 90-10 personal, 90% personal, 10% business. I'm just wanting to make sure, Carol and Danielle, I'm guessing so. Danny, 50-50. That's pretty good. I'm impressed. Okay. How about the rest of you? How many people we got on? I want to know, what is your mix? What's your percentage? Okay. Where was I going to go next? Oh, I was going to introduce myself next. Okay. So if you are new to me, I know everybody that's on right now, you all know me, but just in case we got some new people in the group, my name is Jamie Hain, and I am a video and growth coach, and I specialize in Facebook group, Facebook profiles. I should just say Facebook. I specialize in Facebook, period. I want to start by telling you all my story and my journey of going on this personal profile journey. I posted it on my personal profile, so if you read that, this may be familiar to you. But I met somebody awesome at a networking session, and we connected right away. And so I sent her a friend request. We later got on a coffee chat, and on that coffee chat, she says to me, "Hey, I just want to tell you something. I almost didn't accept your friend request because when I looked at your profile, it was all personal. It was all about your dog Otis, and she loves dogs. Don't jam her up for not liking dogs. It was all about food. It was all about fun, and I almost didn't accept the friend request because she was not looking to make new friends. She wanted more partners and collaborators and business content in her feed. So again, this is not a fault on her, but in that moment when she told me that, I was like, oh my God, like take the knife out of my back here, because for, I don't even know how long. I mean, I would like to say months, but it was probably longer than that. I have had people telling me that I needed to make this shift, and I resisted because it was my personal profile. I liked my personal stuff. I like my dog and my food and my stuff and my friends. And I kept saying to myself, no, I want to separate personal and professional. I had all of the same, I'm going to say the word excuses that you do. So I want you all to tell me, what is holding you back? So whatever percentage you gave me here on the, percent personal versus business. Okay. What is holding you back from using your personal profile more? Whatever your number is, even if it's 0, even if it's 50%, 70% that you use it for business, what holds you back from using it more? Drop me some comments, because we're going to use those here in a little bit. I'm going to use what's holding you back, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to actually address those things. Okay. While you're doing that, I want to talk a little bit about why you should make this change. Okay. Why is it important to use it more for business? Now, I kind of gave you a sneak peek at some of these, right? Number one, you're going to get higher reach because it's on your personal profile. More people are going to see your content because it's on your personal profile. Okay. More views, more eyeballs on things. Okay. Number two, because there are more people, and because you are a person, not a brand. Remember that statistic from the beginning. You're going to get more engagement. You're going to get more comments if you do it right. We're going to talk about that here as we go. If you do it right, if you have the right balance, and you're really looking at business content, not as promoting, but as talking about the things that you are passionate about. Okay. All right. Let's pull up some numbers and let's see what's holding you back. What's holding you back? Okay. Not started yet. Okay, that's fair. But will you start? That's really the question. Are you going to make this shift? Or are you, that's maybe why you're here. That's maybe why you're joining me today, right? I've missed you too, Patty. Okay, Michelle says, don't want to alienate friends. Okay. What about the rest of you? What is holding you back from using your personal profile more for business? It doesn't have to be to 100%. I'm not saying that, but what holds you back? Okay, the first thing that I want to make sure that you do, this is step number 1. Step number 1 is you need to switch to professional mode. It's also called creator mode, but where you turn it on in your profile, it says professional mode. Okay. What this allows you to do, and I purposely chose that word because for me, it kind of feels like it gives me permission to do what I'm trying to do. That was what was holding me back, is I didn't want to get in trouble. I am a rule follower until I want to break the rules. I like breaking rules. I break them all the time, but I have to know the rules and understand the rules to feel confident in breaking them. Okay. So step one in this process is you got to be on creator mode. What the heck is creator mode? Creator mode allows you to segment between posts, whether it's private or public. It allows you to have more friends, and it allows you to have followers. Okay. Now, what's the difference between a friend and a follower? Okay. Friends, you each see each other's content. Follower only sees your content. You don't see their content. Okay. If somebody friend requests you and you say no, they will automatically become a follower when you're in this creator mode or professional mode. Okay. It also gives you all sorts of insights and data. And even though I always say I'm not a numbers person, I love data. I love looking at the insights. I love seeing all of that stuff. And when you turn that on, you see all of that. Okay. Now, you can easily turn it off. Somebody asked me once, well, what's the downside? I don't know. I haven't found it yet. But when I find a downside, I promise you I will tell you, but I don't see a downside. We're going to maybe talk about some of these things that come up when you talk about what is holding you back from talking about this. Okay. All right. Let's see if I got any others that have come up here. Okay. More coming up. Good, 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 good. I promise you we're going to come back to all of these. Okay. All right. Let me check my notes here. Hold on. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I think we're good. Okay. The other thing that professional mode allows you to do is reach a broader audience. Okay. When you are just focusing on your friends, it stays only on your friends. When you turn this on, you can now reach new people, and you can start growing your friend list, growing your follower list, and you're getting to people who you don't already know. And there's power in enlarging, expanding your network. That's why you're on social media, is to find these new people. And so this is how you have to do it on Facebook. Okay. Okay. I think that was the only other thing I wanted to cover. Okay. So let's talk about some of these things that are getting in your way. We're going to do a little bit of mindset shifting here today. Okay. So I'm going to go through a couple, and then I'm going to go to your list. Okay. So number one that comes up is often privacy. I don't want people to see my kids' pictures if I don't know them. Totally get that. The cool thing is when you're on professional mode, you determine that. You can specifically set posts that your followers don't see, that are not public, that only your friends can see. So that eliminates that. Okay. The other thing that I will talk about in terms of privacy is if you have somebody that follows you and you're like, ew, ick, guess what? Block and ban is going to be your new favorite tool. I love using it. It makes me feel so empowered. So you are in control of your privacy. Okay. Next one that often comes up is I want to separate business from personal. I want boundaries there. Okay. You can still have boundaries. Using the things that I just talked about, you can specifically talk about what's personal stays personal, what's business stays business. You're in control of that. The whole idea here behind bringing them together is it enables you, and that's really why Facebook created the professional mode or the creator mode, is that so many of us are our business. I'm Jamie Hain Coaching. It is me. I don't have some other name. It's all connected and all one body. And I really want to encourage you to bring your whole self to your personal profile. And that's why this is so important. Because when you do bring your whole self there, you feel free. It's wonderful, right? But I hear you on this whole, I don't want my friends to see my business content. Okay. And we could spend a whole hour just on that because I got serious opinions on this, but that's not the point of today. If you want to hear more, message me and I'll tell you more here. Okay. No, I'm just going to say this because I have to. If your friends and family are not supportive of you and what you're doing in your business, you got other issues going on. Facebook is not the problem. You've got non-supportive friends and family. That's a whole separate issue. Okay. You do not need to have them on Facebook. I said it. Okay, I said we were going to be controversial. I'm going to be controversial. If you have people in your friends and family list that are not going to be supportive of you talking about your business, you do not have to be friends on Facebook. That doesn't mean I'm saying you're cutting them out of your life. I'm saying if they can't follow those boundaries, if they can't be supportive of you, then they don't get access to you on Facebook. Okay. I know it's a whole thing, right? The other thing that I'm going to say here is this. The algorithm is going to take care of this for you. I promise. Okay. If your friends and family are not commenting and engaging on your business content because they don't care about it, the algorithm is going to understand that, see that, and it's not going to show it to them. It takes a little bit. But I rarely get my personal friends and my family commenting on my business stuff, like at all. And it's not that they're seeing it and choosing not to. They don't see it because that's how the algorithm works. So you're putting the power of the algorithm to work here for you. Okay. I know you don't trust me, but I promise you firsthand experience right here. That's how it works. Okay. So I am not saying that you can no longer post personal content on your personal profile. I'm saying let's get a healthy mix in there. Let's have a little bit of both. Your clients are also going to be entertained by your personal content. But you got to kind of watch that a little bit. Okay. If you feel really strongly about this one, you can set up a secondary profile. And before you all, somebody's going to jump on me and be like, that's not allowed on Facebook. It is. It is now allowed. You can have secondary accounts. It's not a separate account. It's a separate profile underneath your profile. New feature in Facebook. I don't know new, like, I don't know what, not like last week, but I mean in the last year. Okay. I've got multiple profiles underneath Jamie Hain. One for my RVs, one for my dog, one for my family and friends. What I would tell you to do, your family and friends, they'll shift way easier. Move them to a secondary profile and keep your named personal profile as the one that you talk about your business. That's where all of the perks are going to be. And if your friends and family only want personal content, they will gladly move over there and follow you. I promise you. Okay. Now you got to communicate it because otherwise they think you've been hacked and they report it and it's a whole thing, but you got to communicate. It works quite nice. Okay. So you have options. All right. Let me just check in, make sure I'm not missing any questions before we go to the next one. Okay. 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 Make sure I haven't missed anything. Nope, we're good. Okay. Next one. And I'm going to call this the rules, right? I'll get in trouble if I talk about my business on my personal profile. No, you won't. Not if you've done this. As long as you are in professional mode or creator mode, you will not get in trouble for talking about your business on your personal profile. That is old thinking. It is no longer the case. Okay. I had somebody reach out and I was like, we got to get to the bottom of this because there's still a lot of this thinking out there that it's against Facebook's rules, against their terms and conditions, against their community standards. No, it is not. Not on professional creator mode. Okay. I texted with Facebook this morning and confirmed anybody who has professional mode or creator mode can talk about their business on their personal profile. You can even promote your business. Okay. Now it can't violate the standards, but you can promote. So you heard it here and I heard it. I confirmed it with Facebook this morning. Okay. Now the distinction here is you don't want to only promote and pitch on your personal profile about your business. Okay. So remember when we were going back to the whole, you're going to get higher reach and you're going to get higher engagement. Yeah, you will. Unless you turn into a promotion machine. Okay. If all you want to do is promote your offers and services, then you need a business page. What I'm talking about is sharing content about your business, talking about things that you're passionate about inside of your niche, asking questions. That's how you drive engagement around your area of expertise. It's a balance between all of that. Okay. Okay. Any questions about this one? Because I want to make sure that I address it if you guys got concerns on that. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to come back to the questions, the unrelated questions, I promise. Okay. I already addressed this one. Can't promote. Yes, you can. I promise you. Okay. Okay. What else did I have here? Hold on. I had another one I wanted to talk about. Oh, this whole idea of, I'm going to call it resistance. This is my friends and family aren't going to want to see my business content. Okay. I already kind of talked about this, but it's worth repeating. You can segment your content. You can segment your friends. You can control all that. Does it take a little bit of work and setup? Yes, it does. But is it worth it in the end? Yes. I promise you it's worth it in the end. Okay. But if you are just going to share boring business content, and nobody's going to want to watch that, not your friends and family. So if you're sitting there saying, my friends and family aren't going to want my boring content, you know what? If your content is boring, your people aren't going to want either. Okay. You've got to create compelling, juicy, awesome content that your people want. When your friends and family don't engage on it, the algorithm will take care of it. All right. My question for you, let me see if there's some other ones in here that we got to tackle. How am I doing on time? I'm good. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me go back here. Boo, 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 boo. All right. I'm not going to call you out because I don't want to make anybody feel weird, but I think I have addressed these. So I'm just going to read through the things. Okay. Okay. So I don't want to alienate my friends. Okay. Hopefully I've addressed that. Fear. I'm assuming it's fear of what your friends and family will say. Hopefully I have addressed that. I've started, but need to post more. Yep, you do. Okay. Not good enough. Okay. So this whole thing about this imposter syndrome thing, right? Is that tied to the whole, my friends and family? Like I doubt myself in front of my friends and family, because what you're going to want to do is adapt a friending strategy. Once you get over on creator mode, you're going to want to friend request and accept friend requests of the people who are aligned with you. Here's the thing. Social media in general is a magnet. Okay. It attracts and repels. You are going to do both, and you should do both. And here's the deal. If you have somebody who says, well, duh, I already know that, guess what you're going to do? You're going to be like, block and ban. I don't need you. You're not my person. That's what it's designed to do. Unfriend them. Okay. They can unfollow you. You can delete their comments. You get to choose who interacts with your post. And if you don't like what they have to say, you don't have to keep it. Now, I will say this. I want to say this because I think this is an important call out. Differences of opinion, they're okay. They make us better. I'm talking about trolls and nasty stuff. Okay. So you have my permission to block and ban Uncle Denny if you need to, if he's being unruly. Okay. Okay. Danielle says I've been focusing on my Facebook group. Awesome. Okay, awesome. But what I want to make sure you understand is that Facebook is an ecosystem and all the parts work together. So I want you to think about this as a funnel, and your personal profile is at the top. Your personal profile is a wonderful way to get new people into your group. Okay, so focus on your group. You're getting it, all the foundations, you're getting it all figured out, all the parts and pieces. It's awesome. You got to be using your personal profile to filter people into your group. It's a huge resource. Huge. Okay. Okay. Don't know what to post or how to post. Okay. It's no different than what you're posting today in your group on your business page. Well, I shouldn't say that because I don't know what you're posting on your page, your personal profile. This is a whole separate thing. Okay. If you've not gone through the content pillars training that I did in this group, if you'll type the word content pillars, I'll make sure that I get you the link. It was a 2-part training with workbooks and everything. That's going to help you figure out your content. The content pillars are sort of like categories of things you talk about. So you're going to want to create content pillars that are things you talk about that are tied to what you are passionate about in your business and in your life. It's not just business. It's your values. It's your stories. It's all of those things. That'd be a great resource for you if you're not sure what to post. I have another one for you that we're going to talk about here in a minute. Okay. Where do you do that? I'm assuming professional mode. It is on. You got to do it. It's way easier to do it on your phone. Okay. If you go to your profile and you click the 3 little dots and you scroll down, you have a thing. It'll say right there, turn on professional mode. Click on it, it'll go. You have several things you've got to do to get it turned on, but it walks you through it step by step. Okay. You guys love the block and ban. Me too. Oh my gosh, I love all this support. You're awesome. You guys are the best. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure I haven't missed any questions. Okay, Jackie says, what about on pages? I'm not sure what we were talking about there. What about on pages? Tell me a little bit more, Jackie, because I'm not sure. It was probably would make sense based on when you dropped that comment, what I was talking about, but since time has gone by, I don't remember. Okay. Okay. Have I addressed all of your concerns? Is there anything else that you're like, but, that's holding you back from making the switch? Drop it in the comments. Let's get out. Let's address it. What's really going on? Here's what I want you to understand. If you shift your mindset and you look at your Facebook personal profile, once you've turned on creator mode and you say, this is now a tool that helps me grow my business. I promise you that that will outweigh this need that you have to be like, what about my friends? Okay. Your friends are your friends, whether they're on Facebook or not. I've given you a separate place that you can have just your friends. I've even talked to people who've said, you know what, I'm just going to set up something on Instagram and my friends, my personal stuff can be there and not on Facebook. You got lots of different options in there. And I don't want to tell you that you have to do this. I'm just telling you, I wish I had done it 6 months earlier. I was the one hanging on to, but it's my personal space. And that was fear. I was scared. I had all the worries that some of you have brought up, the imposter syndrome stuff. But when it came down to it, nothing was stopping me. I just had to make the choice. And so do you. Okay. I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying you're missing a huge opportunity here to connect with so many more awesome people. I have met the coolest people ever just by requesting them on my personal page or having them friend request me. That then moved over into my group, that became clients. I've become their clients. It's amazing. And that's what Facebook is for. It is about being friendly with people and meeting new people. So be open to that. Okay, let me check comments, make sure I haven't missed anything. Okay, I don't see any others. Okay, so what I want to know is, of these different things that we've talked about, what are you going to do? What's going to be your first next step? I'm watching this challenge, and I'm admittedly way behind. I think I'm on day 2 of 6, but it is so good, and I gotta catch up because it's only good through like Saturday, I think. So Saturday is going to be a marathon. But I loved this one thing that she talked about, and this is Melanie Layer, by the way. She talked about how we often want to just jump to the 3rd or 4th step. We want to just jump ahead, right? But you physically cannot do it. You can't take the 3rd step without taking the 1st or the 2nd. And the minute you take that first step, it builds momentum for the 2nd step and this 3rd step and so on and so forth. So you've got to take your first step. So I want to know what your first step is going to be. What are you going to do? I'm going to give you some options that you can take. Okay. Next steps. What else can you do? Change and update your profile. You're going to revise your profile so that it is targeted more towards this new version of bringing your whole self to work. Okay, so that's the next step. The very first step is turning on professional mode. So don't lose sight of that. Okay, then you got to figure out your content, and it needs to be a balance, probably more business than personal, I would say. But even take those personal bits and connect them into your business. Okay. If I'm posting something about my dog and something that he's done, if in the text with that post, I connect it somehow into my business, it's a win-win for everybody. And if this is a skill that you're like, ooh, I don't know how to do that, every Tuesday in this group, you get a lesson. It's an improv lesson. Every Tuesday, I give you some random object. I think this week was a ruler. And I ask you to think about how would you connect the features of that ruler into your business. The more you practice this skill, the easier it's going to get. Okay. Then you need to balance this one. And this is a doozy. We've talked about it a number of times in a number of different videos. You got to balance engagement with authority. Okay, what am I talking about here? Engagement is asking them questions and getting them involved. Authority is sharing your expertise. Okay. Business does not mean boring. It also does not mean you are doing all of the talking. Because if you are doing all of the talking, okay, let's go back to this engagement versus authority. If you don't have a mix in here, if you're just engaging, nobody's buying. If you're just authority, it's a snooze fest and nobody's engaging there either because they don't come to your page and follow your content to just be talked at. It's got to be a balance of both. So inside of your juicy content, you got to be looking at both your engagement and your authority. Okay. All right. I already talked about this one, connecting that in. Okay. So what next steps? What is your next step? What are you going to do? That's what's most important. Okay. I have a really cool thing that I'm going to offer to you. I made this decision this week and I've talked to a couple people and I'm so freaking excited about it. I'm going to create the next Spark Your Social Strategy. So Spark Your Social Strategy is my 6-week group coaching program that is designed to help you figure out your content pillars and how all of that fits in. And we focus primarily on groups, but it's very focused on business stuff. I'm going to do a personal profile edition. So we're going to start the first week in September. And we are going to, it's 6 weeks, and we're going to completely transform you and your personal profile. So we're talking about, here's my list. Okay. So we're going to figure out those content pillars. We're going to set up your profile. You're going to learn a friending strategy. So you're bringing in those new people. We're going to talk about how videos and reels are different on your personal profile versus in your business places. We're going to talk about content. What are you posting? All of the things that we've been talking about. How do you figure that all out? And then we're going to talk about how do you sell and how do you promote on your personal profile so that it works and it connects and people take action. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So if it's something you are interested in, let me know. You can just write Spark. Let's make this fun. Spark PP. For personal profile, Spark PP, put Spark PP in the comments and I'll get you the link. And I've also got a coupon code for you. Okay. So $297 for the 6 weeks program, 3 payments of $100, whatever works best for you. But as you all know, if not, you're about to find out, it is my birthday month. Next week, Thursday is my actual birthday. And we're doing all sorts of celebrating. It is going to be a birthday extravaganza next week. I'm going to go live every day. There will be tips every day. There will be engagement posts every day. There will be prizes every day. I've got discounts every day, a different discount, something offer for you. Okay. One of them I'm going to give to you today. And that is 25% off that Spark deal. So what that ends up being is $222. For those of you that know, that's a magical number. Or it's $75, 3 payments of $75. That's a birthday promo for you. Okay. Okay, let's see here. What else? I think that was it. That's all I was going to talk about. If you got questions on Spark personal profile, let me know. I already had somebody sign up from my Spark group. I told them in advance that I was going to be doing this. And we already got some people signing up. So it's going to be awesome. Come join us. It'll be super fun. All right. Let's review. And if you've got any questions, now is the opportunity for you to, where's my review? Where'd it go? There we go. Ask questions. So if you got questions on this, now's the time to drop them. Okay. Quick call outs in terms of what's coming. Next week, Thursday, we're going to be talking about why you need to stop using Canva. Now that's not Canva specifically, but why you need to stop using all those Canva graphics, why it is hurting you. And then on the 22nd, we're going to be talking about your daily theme posts. Oh man, they got to go, right? Motivation Monday, Tip Tuesday, got to go. You're going to learn why that's so important on the 22nd. Okay. And the Grow Your Group Challenge, you all voted. Thank you for voting, is going to be August 27th through the 29th. It's a free challenge. I will get all of the information and stuff out to you. It'll probably be this weekend. But if you're already listening to me and you're like, I want in on the challenge, if in the comments, just type Grow Your Group, or GYG if you want. I feel like that should be like a rap song, like GYG. And you'll be the first to get the link. Okay. All right. Let me see if you got any questions coming in. Let's see here. Okay. Hold on here. Oh my gosh, look at you guys making all the things you're going to do. I'm so proud of you. This is awesome. Look at this list. Ah, changing my mindset. Focus on this. I love it. Content. Figuring out what I'm going to post. You guys, I'm so proud of you. This is freaking awesome. Okay. Hold on. There's some questions in here, so I don't want to miss them. Ooh. Hold on. Okay. Okay, pages are banned in some group. Is it the same for professional profiles too? Nope. It's not banned. Every group owner has the choice to allow pages or not to allow pages. Most don't allow pages because it goes back to that statistic from the very, very beginning, right? We want to connect with people, not places. Right? It's not the brand, it's the person. So that is why most group admins don't allow. It's not a ban. It's just whether they allow pages or not. It's not as personal of a connection. Okay. So, but whether you are professional mode or not professional mode, that doesn't impact you into going into groups. Good question. Very good question. Okay. Where were we at here? I lost my thing. There we go. Okay. Do you do more videos and lives now in creator mode? There's no limit if that's what you're asking. It's no different one way or the other. I think what I would say is that now that I've turned on creator mode, I think I said this earlier, I feel like it gives me permission to talk more about my business. Yes. So in that regards, yes. Okay. Hold on. Should we focus on posting on pages as well as the profile? Share the same post on the, okay, so let's talk about this. Let me say that my brain read it and comprehended it and my mouth was still working. So Jackie asks, should we focus on posting on pages as well as the profile? Share the same post on the page as the profile. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Once you make this shift, as somebody pointed out earlier, I think it was Carol, business pages are a ghost town. Yep. So I probably post on my business page once a week, maybe. All you're wanting to make sure on your business page is that it looks like you're open for business. I often think of it like my business page is where I post. That's where my promotions go. That's where my offers go. That's where my services go. I don't give my business page much time and attention anymore because it doesn't help me. But I do want to say this. And Heather in the group pointed this out. I think it was in the group. It might've been on my personal profile. If you are ever going to use ads, Facebook ads, if you plan on running Facebook ads, then you want to stay active on your business page because you can only run ads on your business page. And the more activity you have on your business page, then your ads are going to be more effective in terms of targeting. Okay. I don't want anybody to get all freaked out because if you have an email list, you can target that way as well. So don't overthink this, but I just wanted to call that out. If you do think at some time in the near future you're going to be running ads on Facebook, you want to make sure that you're still giving attention to your business page. Okay. But like I said, I don't run ads and I probably post once a week on my business page if I remember. Okay. Now I want to answer the second part of that question, Jackie. You should not post the same thing in both places. It is statistically proven to reduce your reach in both places because Facebook AI looks at that and says it is redundant content. And I know what you're thinking. Why does Facebook make it so easy to do that then? That was all created before the users said, we don't like all this redundant content. And then Facebook went, okay. And then they turned the dial down. Okay. So it's a timing and sequencing thing. So all those options to cross promote and to easily drop into your other places, resist that temptation and create original, new, fresh content in both places. Okay. What do I mean by that? Change the graphic up just a little bit, change the copy up a little bit, takes you a little bit longer, but both are going to get better reach if you do that. Okay. Let me know if you got questions on that. We talked about that in another call somewhere. I just don't remember where. Okay, let's see here. What else? Okay, let's see here. Would you merge your IG page with your personal professional mode on business page? Okay, I do have mine connected, yes. So my IG account for my business is connected to my personal profile in Facebook. Yes. That makes it easy to post once in both places. So when I talk about that redundant content, it's on the same platform is the issue, not separate platforms. So yes, I've made that connection just to make it easier for me. Okay, I don't think you can have it connected to both. So you've got to make a decision on where that connection is. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Danielle's example. Remember when you were in school and your teacher kept talking and you stopped listening? Yeah, she's talking about when you start talking about your offers and your services and there's no value in the same post. It's like, wah, 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 wah. No longer listening. Yes, exactly. I love seeing the spark pee. It just makes me laugh. It's so funny. You guys like the 222? Yeah, very, very cool. Okay, Danny says, Canva graphics are hurting us. Yep. Now, I'm not saying, I'll tell you this. I still want you to watch next week when we talk about this. It's not never. You just got to dial it down. If you are using graphics all the time in all of your posts, you are hurting yourself. Yes. Okay. All the GYGs. Don't you think it should be a song? Like, I feel like I need a rap song. GYG. I don't know why it's coming to me that way, but I love seeing all the GYGs. You guys are so fun. Okay. How many times should we be posting on Facebook? Okay. There's no rule. And anybody that tells you a rule, don't listen to them anymore. Okay. Because here's the thing. If you're not getting engagement on your content, posting more is not going to help you. You've got to get your content getting engagement and then slowly turn up the dial. Okay. The algorithm is going to get used to your patterns, whether you're posting 3 times a week or once a day or 3 times a day. So whatever you decide, just be consistent with it and you will be good. Okay. Now, how much do I post? I try to post once a day on my personal profile. Do I hit that 7 days a week? No. But some days I post twice. So you got a little wiggle room in there. Okay. In my group, because my group is so active, I regularly post twice a day. Some days it's 3, sometimes it's 4, just depending on what's going on. So you got that. That's me. You have to decide what works for you. But don't just add more posts if you don't already have engagement. It's not going to help. You've got to get better, juicier content. You got to get that engagement going before you add more posts. Okay. Okay, Jackie says, so then if we post in someone's group that allows promoting, we should mention our profiles rather than our pages. Well, it depends on what your strategy is. So where are you wanting to drive people to? So when I promote in other groups, I'm promoting my group. If you don't have a group, where do you want them to hang out? Where do you want them to spend time? Right? And so what I would say is maybe don't change anything in terms of what you're promoting until you get this going. But I want to go back to that original piece of data here. 80% of people trust a person over a brand. So when you're dropping your business page, you might not be getting much value. You might not get many followers. If you are getting followers, great. But if you're not, then that's the moment you say, okay, let me test this. If I switch this and I promote my group or I promote my personal profile instead, do I see more people coming in? It's like one big giant experiment. And sometimes I feel like I'm this mad scientist behind Facebook pulling all these together, and that makes it way more fun. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Carol says you can run ads into your profile. Okay, awesome to know. Danny says, Danny, I have really messed you up on this whole Canva thing. Danny's about in tears over this whole, I am so shook up. What does this mean? Okay, real quick, because you asked so nicely. If you stack rank all of the different posts in terms of the reach that they get, graphics are low. I'm going to save the rest until next week. So does that mean you can never post graphics? No. It just means you have to recognize that your reach on when you post a graphic is going to be lower than other options that you have available to you. And that's always changing and mixing it up, right? And again, that's not Facebook being mean old Facebook. That is we, the people, and our activities are driving Facebook to turn those knobs in a different way. Okay. So It doesn't mean never. It means if you're posting once a day and all 5 days in the week are all graphics, you're hurting yourself. That's all I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. If you really can't stand it, Danny, message me and I'll fill you in on more. Okay. Let's see what else I got here. Okay, hold on. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. All right. That's all your questions. I love it. All right. So let's talk about what you're going to do. Ooh, where did it go? Hold on here. Hold on here. Where'd my thing go? See, I get all spun up and I get all into it and then I lose what I'm going to put on my banners. Hang on here. All right. So while you are thinking about what your next step is, if you haven't dropped it in the comments, this is why it's so important to put it in the comments. Yes, it helps me. It helps me because the more you comment, the more you engage on these lives, more people see those lives. It also helps you. The more you engage, then the more comments that you post in this group, the more posting that you do in the group, more people see your posts. That's how the algorithm works. Okay. So by commenting your action that you're going to take, we all win. But more than that, by dropping in what action you're going to take, it's like, I'm going to do this. It's like it's like putting that flag in and being like, I'm going to do this thing. It holds you accountable. It moves you from consuming content and being like, oh yeah, that's cool, to taking action. And it's the action that gets it done. The actions make the difference. Okay. All right. So as I'm wrapping up, I want to make sure to retouch on this whole Facebook as an ecosystem thing. All the parts and pieces fit together. When you use all the parts and pieces, it runs better. So when you're using your Facebook profile and Messenger and you're doing reels and stories and you have a group and you have all these parts and pieces, it all works together better. Okay? Don't lose sight of that. And don't lose sight of the fact that your personal profile is a key part of that ecosystem. It can become the tip top of your sales funnel. It's how you meet new people who are interested in what you're talking about, and you get them into your sales cycle and you nurture them along and you educate them and you help them and you give value. And that's when they start buying from you because they know you, they like you, and they trust you. I want you to start to see that Facebook, specifically your business profile, is a business tool, a very valuable, juicy business tool that you're likely not taking full advantage of. And I want to make sure, well, first of all, you can still post personal stuff. I'm not saying you never post personal stuff. Okay. So just want to call that out. But what I want to close with here is I wish I had seen this video of me way earlier, because it has been a huge change that I have seen in my business, that I have seen in just how I feel about Facebook and how I feel about the content that I'm talking about. It just has helped me so much. And that's what I want for you. I want to share all of the things that I have learned the hard way so that it's easier for you. That's my objective. Okay. So if you got questions, you want to talk more about this, let me know. I'm happy to have those conversations. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope you're all going to join me off and on next week for the birthday extravaganza. Be sure to tune in every day. The more active you are each and every day, the more times your name is going to go on the prize wheel and you can win free stuff. And I've got tips and tricks and discounts and all of the good stuff. So don't miss out. It's next week only. Help come celebrate. No, that is not good grammar. Come celebrate my birthday with me next week inside this group. All right. All right, everybody. See you later.